Welcome. This is an illustration class. I want to show you quickly how ERP accounting software works, how it will help you to track your inventory and give you the rest that you desire. Okay, this particular demonstration is for business that buy and sell. That is, you buy the product that you sell. Okay, maybe you also buy this product, you sell it, you also convert it to another form. For instance, you buy hair bundles, you sell as bundles, you also use them to make wig. This particular illustration is also for you. Okay, so ERP accounting software helps you to do two major things: track the movement of your inventory and the movement of your money. So at each given point in time, you're able to know how many products you have and how much money that you have. You want to know how your money has been coming in and going out. This is the software. You want to know how your product has been coming in and going out. This is the software. So let's quickly do that. The first thing that you do, if you have not watched that previous video where we did illustration of how to track your inventory, please, you can go back and watch the video. Okay, because this is just like an illustration of what I just taught there. Okay, so the first thing we do is to import your products. So from here, we import your existing products after you've counted the items that are available, after you've organized them as I thought in that session, and everything is organized, we import them here. Okay, now once we have imported your item here, you are done with a foundation, you have done the first set. The tracking now starts. How does the tracking take place? When you purchase an item, you bring it in. So when item is purchased, we use this register stock intake to bring it in. Okay, this software is highly customizable. We can change this to register stock purchases if you don't want to use stock intake. Do you understand? So it's highly customizable. We register item you have purchased. That is it. So when you purchase an item, what else can happen? You sell the item, right? Then this is where we capture your sales. This is where you capture your sales using invoice module. Okay, once you click here, you capture your sales. Whatever information you want to capture, if it's not here, we can configure the information to be here. For instance, when you get the software, you won't see anything like rep and sell and staff. This is because this business owner wants to track sales that are coming from reps and the one that are coming from staff. Okay, all right. What else can happen to your item? If you do swap, let's say you sell phone, which means I can bring my old phone, then you give me the new one, then I'll balance, like we'll do counterbalance. You use this particular module to do that. Okay, this is another movement. All right, then what happens again? Let's say you sell and you can also convert some to other products. Like I'll be using hair people. So you sell hair as a bundle, you use it to make wig, or you sell hair products and you also use them to make wigs. Okay, so to account for those ones that you have removed for further production, we use stock usage. Once you click on register stock usage, you register the item, tell the system you're using it for production. Okay, also, even if you have other inventory that you don't sell, you don't use for production, but you want to track them, like your fuel, your diesel, you can also track them. Okay, then what else can happen? Customer that bought this item can decide to return them back. All right, so, and once that happens, we come over here and register it. Register return inward. Hello. Now, another thing that can happen is there could be transfer from one warehouse to the other. Now, if you can observe, for instance, when we click to purchase, anything you are doing here, you always select the warehouse. So the system stores your item in wherever they are. So let's say you have like 3 warehouses. As you are packing the item physically there, you're also packing the item inside the warehouse. So if you have more than 1 warehouse, all of them will be here. As you're registering, you choose the one you are registering the items into. Okay. So another thing that can happen to your item is transfer. You can transfer from your station to another station, or maybe you have a warehouse or your place you call a packing store, and where you now display the item. So maybe on a daily basis, you bring item from the packing store to the other shop. Okay, you can also take back in the evening, especially if you stay in the open market. Or maybe you have trucks that you load the trucks and send to the market to sell from the truck, and you want to capture sales what happened in each of the trucks. So this is what you do as you're about to transfer either from one warehouse to the other, or maybe from the parking store to wherever. You tell the system you choose where you are transferring from and where it's going to. Okay, sometimes you might also give people your product to display in their own shop. It's not your own warehouse. You can also account for them here. All right, the next is so when they transfer, they will use view transform. When they go to view transfer here, they will receive the item. Another thing that can happen to your item is this item that you've purchased that you are selling might develop fault. And that fault is such that you need to return back to the supplier. It's not your own makeup, right? So how do you account for item you're returning to suppliers? You click on view stock. Okay, you see it. Notice that everything we are doing here has a name. They're not assuming anything. So let's assume this particular item. We want to return it to supplier. Look at it here. We click on this particular one, and we will tell the system how many we are returning, and we make a note to state our reason, then we register. Then another thing that can happen to this item is that they can get damaged. Okay, the items can get damaged, and you want to remove them from the store. As you're removing also from the software. So look at this bin. This is where you throw the item away. So item can damage. Item, maybe you don't sell them again, you don't use them, or maybe you want to go and repair them and bring them back. Then this is where we account for it. Okay, is there anything that can happen to your product? You can also do further adjustments if there is need. Okay, now we've been able to look at some movements that can occur. All right, so the next is we want to see the summary of this movement. Okay, I want to see the summary. Want to understand how our item has been going in and out. So all you just have to do is to come over here again, click on view general stock card. Okay, let me select this here. This is just a demo account, right? So I'll fetch data. There's nothing here because I wasn't using the software last year, or it could be that I closed, like as I was closing last year, I closed everything. Okay, so this is the item. This is the summary. So the system will tell you within this period you received 50 came in, that is ins, out is 22, and this is a closing stock. So when we go and count items that are available, it should be all this quantity. Okay, when you come down, you will see value. You see the value of all the products. So if you sell off everything, this is how rich you'll be. Okay. Then when you look at this now, notice that this is just summary, like in 150, out 22. What is in? Is it customers return? Is it purchases? Okay. Now, and this is it again. So what do? All you just have to do is I want to understand actually what happened with each of these items. Okay, I can come over here and tell the system. Now, this is the stock card. If I want to now know what happened on each individual item, I'll click here. So when I click here, I don't know if you do bin card, if you have bin card in your business. So if you have bin card, this is the bin card, automated bin card. Bin card is a card that shows the movement of items. So if this is what you sell, when you bring it in, you go to the card and record 50 purchases. When you at the end of the period, you calculate how many you have sold, you go and put on that out, something like that. Okay, so this is the automated one. Now the system is explaining what happened. He said on 17 that we stock intake, we bought 100. So this 100 is purchases. Remember when we are checking the other one, didn't not explain whether it's purchases, just say in. It's telling us that this out is sales. And look at the dates that we sold. Okay. If you check the previous one, you will see that it's just in and out. Notice it. Okay. But here it has gone further to actually explain what happened. Then to give you the balance. Okay, and that is it. All right, so this is how the system helps you to track your inventory. Whatever that is happening, you are registering. Another thing the system helps you to do is to track the movement of your money, right? So when you money can come in as you're selling to customers, they have their money or they have paid, so you record the money. So at the time of writing invoice, you can record amount of money received from customers. Okay. This particular invoice is for this supermarket. If you go to some eateries or some malls, they use desktop that they point on the monitor, not keyboard. So this is the one we use for them. It's a complete software. So what I was saying is, at the time of writing your invoice, you can record how much that you receive from the customer, how much the customer paid. Then if you run a model whereby the person that is writing invoice is different from the person that is receiving money, we can also configure it that the person that is writing invoice will not even see anything here. Okay. All right. Money also comes in maybe when customers like make instrumental payments, when they pay for what they're owing, when they make deposits for future sales, right? So in that regard, we use our receipts and state clearly what they are paying for. Okay. We use our receipt and state clearly what they are paying for. All right. Money also leaves the business. All right. Now, money leaves money can leave the business in form of cash that is being lodged in the bank. After that, you come here and also lodge it. Okay. You can also transfer from one business account to the other. This is also money movement. Another money movement is withdrawal. You can withdraw. All this happening from the business account. So another money movement is when you pay for expenses, either single or bulk or prepaid in form of rent. Okay. Money also leave the business, or there is also movement of money when fixed asset is purchased. So you register, you can also depreciate immediately here. All right. Also, there's also money movement when you're paying for the goods that you purchase. So at the time of registering this stock, at the time of registering these items that we purchased, you can also register the money paid. At the time of registering this, you can register the amount of money that you paid the supplier. You could just say I made payment, and the system will ask you how the payment that you've made. Okay. There's also money movements when if a customer should return an item and you refund the customer. Okay. If a customer should accept and return an item and you refund, this is money movement. Okay. Another money movement is if you make payment to supplier even before the goods is being purchased, right? You want to record the payment you have made to supplier separately. You use payment voucher to do it. Okay. All right. So the same way you have seen the movement of products, in the same way you also see the movement of your money, the summary. So to do that, we'll come over here, click on cash book. I don't know if you still remember the 2-column cash book we are taught in secondary school. You're going to see it practically here. Okay, so this is the summary of how money has been moving around the business. This side is receipts, this side is credit. Still remember our debit and credit side, right? Receipt and payout. So they're supposed to be opening balance here, but there's not because of what I've just explained in product. So the same is explaining there was a payment voucher. We made payment for purchases to Mr. Paul, 10,000 naira. So any transaction in cash will be written under cash, the one in bank within another bank. There was also payment made for purchase of these goods and this we receive for the sale of this. So instead we keep explaining and then come down to do the balancing. Forget about all this balance. Concentrate on this. So if you have been entering your transaction correctly, this should be the amount of money you have both in the bank and on hand, right? Okay, so that is it. You can also, the system can also, the store will also show you profit made on each item. Like at the end of the day, and I sold this 50, I can just click somewhere and see that I sold 60. This is the amount of money I realized, and this is my profit. Okay, so this is it here. This is it here. Sorry, under sales. Want to see profit made on each item? Come here. It's such an amazing tool, and I can't wait to have you get this software to have the rest that you desire. Okay, look at them. It will show you, look at this particular one, on that, and it will categorize it. So if you have watched the previous session, you understand category. So it's telling me that I sold 35. This amount I made, this is the cost, and this is my profit margin. That is the gross profit. Such an amazing tool. Okay. Also, it's at the end of the day, it summarizes your sales. Like, you don't need to stress yourself. If you just summarize your sales immediately, just tell you what you should expect from your cashier. It's such an amazing tool. Okay, and that is it. See how it's categorized. It tell you how much is cash and this, and so many other wonderful reports. Then also you can set target for customers, target for locations. You have locations, different locations. Also, your users might want to give them target. If you have a e-commerce store posted on WooCommerce, you can also connect them here. It's such an amazing tool. Also, great customer, it enables great customer relationship because it helps you to track your transaction with customers, especially if you do a business whereby customers can pay on installment. When they are done paying, they come and buy, or they can buy on credit. Find out that there will always be a time when you begin to have a loggerhead with customer, like, I thought I paid you, I thought I did not pay you. So this can be solved here through the customer's ledger. So if you want to understand your transaction with anybody, or anyone is trying to misbehave, all you just have to do is come over here, check the period you want to view, and give to the person. This time we go ahead to let this person know. You just download and send. Every day what you did, whether you purchase, what did you purchase? If you receive your money, what did you receive your money? Okay, how did you receive the money? So this time we go ahead to explain everything under this customer's ledger. Okay, and that is it. Aside that, if you also give your customers credit in form of bonus, commission, gift voucher, the system also enables that. Okay, it also helps you capture the database of your customers, right? Then it also have great supply relationship feature here. The same thing you did for customers can also do it for supplier also. So if you also receive commission, rebates, and all those stuff, this can also be tracked here using the notes model. Okay, it's such an amazing tool. Then there's this report I also want you to see as regards the performance of your item. You want to know which item is doing well per time. Okay, you can compare demand, but I just want us to check this one. Sales item performance. I want to know my best item, my item that is selling the highest. So here I'm going to tell the system, look at the three examination you can do. I want to see the product that I've sold the highest in terms of quantity. I want to see the one that customers, like, there are a lot of transactions with them. You know that someone can come and buy this item 50. Okay, but maybe before this person came to buy this item, about 10% have bought this item, maybe just 30 or so that they bought. So if you check by quantity, this other one will be higher, right? But if it is by number of transactions, it will be the other one now. So I want the system to show me items that have sold the highest in terms of quantity. So I will select the period I want the system to do the evaluation or do the analysis. Sorry. Like look at it. System is telling me that this 10 inches is highest in quantity, followed by this. Now, let me know highest in terms of amounts, the money that I've received within this period. So which of the item has given me the highest money? I'll fetch data. So remember, this was the highest in quantity, is now second. So I want to know the ones that customers actually buy, but maybe they don't buy in bulk, but it has the highest invoice written on it. I'll do event. So this 50 is just default. You can select 5, you can select 100, you can select any amount you want, depending on the number of items that you have. Okay. And that is it. This also happens to be the highest. So there are a lot of reports. We go up here, go to the statistics. Okay. Go to the statistics. You see a lot of statistics you can view. Helps you to track your customers' birthdays, your staff birthday. Okay. Can you see it? You can also see people that are logged in. So if you have like 5 staff, no matter the number of staff, you want to know those that have logged in so that they won't be while away time. You want to know those that have logged in without even opening to see if they have sold anything. Okay, you will just click here. Hope it's clear. You just see it here, not clicking it, just see it here. Okay, and several other reports. Aside showing you profit on each item, it also go ahead to show you the total profit and loss and profit and loss accounts through the financial report here. See all the reports you can see. The software is highly customizable, so it's only what you want to see that you see here. Another thing I want you to know is that it helps you to be in control. Okay, it helps you to be in control of what you're doing, of your staff, sorry. You dictate what your staff can do. Whatever you say they can do, they cannot do it. And this is made possible using this particular feature. I just want to show you everything I'm saying so that you don't think I'm fabricating here. This is where you decide the fate of everyone working for you, what exactly you want them to do. So your accountant, and sorry, it's designed in such a way that whatever role you give to accountant remains there. So even when your current accountant leaves, the other accountant comes and you give you the same role. Okay, it's such an amazing tool. Very flexible. You can change what you want to change. Your staff will be restricted from canceling. They can't cancel. They can't edit. They won't even see where to cancel. Okay. You can also track your staff, their leave, on other stuff if you're interested to use the software. If you have grown to do it, right? Okay. So this is how ERP accounting software works. You can agree with me that it's an amazing tool.